What's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham, and in this video I'm going to talk about 5 powerful strategies to make women fall for you. The first powerful strategy to make women fall for you is to focus on yourself. And what do I mean by that? Number 1, have an identity. Understand who you are. Once you understand who you are, you need to have a mission. You need to have priorities. You need to have things that are important to you. You need to have goals. You need to have an idea of where you're trying to end up. That can be made up of a lot of different things. How much money you want to have, what type of physique you want to have, where you want to live, the type of business that you do, anything that has to do with your goals. That has to be established because you have to know who you are and you have to have a plan to get to your next level. Once you have a plan, then you know the type of woman that you're looking for. And when you understand the type of woman that you're looking for in reference to who you are, it's easier for you to recognize the type of women that'll be more compatible with you. The type of women that are more compatible with you, them falling for you is easier and more effective because when you're compatible, then that builds trust, that builds consistency, longevity, and that makes your relationship an enhancement for your life. So if you want to find the women that will fall for you, if you want to find the women that understand your identity, you first have to understand your identity, focus on yourself, and have a mission to get to your next level. The second strategy to make women fall for you is to have that woman do things for you. So like I said in the first strategy, understanding who you are and what your goals are and where you're trying to end up, you want to have that woman do things for you that are in line with your strategy. So for example, let's just say you're trying to get a certain physique and you have to eat a certain way. You want to instruct your woman to do meal prep. You want her to cook your chicken breast and your broccoli and then set it up in the Tupperware. You want her to mix your protein shakes. You want her to understand your goal and what she can do to help you towards your goal. Now, the more and more she does things for you, the more and more she is putting in an investment of time and energy into your next level. She's putting in an investment of time and energy into your success. So she feels vested in your success. And so the more investment she makes is the more that she falls for you, because as she makes an investment and as she sees your rise and as she sees your progress, she understands that she's a part of your success. She's a part of your progress. And so you start to have a place in her heart where she begins to fall for you because she understands that she has helped you through her investment to become more successful. So your success becomes her success and she ultimately falls for you as a result. A third strategy to make a woman fall for you is to use inclusive language. What I mean is, if you're the coach of a team, you're basically leading a team. You're leading a team of athletes in order to win. So every time you speak, you have to use words like we and us, because you want the people on your team to understand that success is a goal that we should all strive for. So that means my success is your success is my success. Once that is understood, there's not a lot of ego, there's not a lot of politics, there's not a lot of different agendas. There's one agenda, and that's winning. And if you're the man, then that means you're the leader of the team. As the leader of the team, everyone on the team understands how we're going to win and the motivation behind why we want to win. And that comes by you expressing yourself with inclusive language. Instead of saying, I want to do this, you want to say, we should do this. Instead of saying, I want to go have some dinner, we should go have some dinner. And I'd like you to get dressed and wear this and be ready at 8 o'clock so we can go to dinner. It's really more of a consciousness, because you don't have to say, you don't have to use inclusive language in every single thing that you say, because we're still individuals. However, you want to understand the mindset that the language that you use and the way you express yourself when it comes to expressing dynamics of the relationship, you want to include her. You understand? And this is especially after having spent some time in the vetting process, because early on in the vetting process, you don't even want a woman to fall for you. You understand? So this comes after a certain amount of time and understanding the dynamics of the relationship after having built a certain amount of consistency through the vetting process. You understand? Because a woman falling for you is not always a good thing, and you don't want the wrong woman falling for you. So you want to understand using inclusive language after a certain amount of time during the vetting process. And if you want to learn more about the vetting process, go to badboymembership.com. badboymembership.com. We have an entire video on the vetting process. The fourth strategy to making a woman fall for you is to make her earn your non-sexual attention. A lot of times, guys don't understand how time is a valuable commodity. Time, energy, and attention is a valuable commodity. Guys don't even understand that attention is like currency to a woman. A woman thrives on attention. A woman needs to be paid a certain amount of attention, which is why social media has taken off the way it has, because a woman needs attention. So if you're spending non-sexual time and attention on a woman, you have to understand that the value of that attention goes down. And she's not gonna fall for you if she thinks your time and attention is not valuable. So you have to make her earn your non-sexual attention. When we have sex, it's an even exchange. So sexual attention most times is an even exchange, even though as the man, you're still putting in more attention than she is, because you have to have the erection and you end up doing most of the work. In most cases, sexual attention is a cooperative thing. So it's a little different than non-sexual attention. Non-sexual attention has nothing to do with her body, her vagina. It has everything to do with her ability to be an asset to your life. So giving her that non-sexual attention without her earning it reduces the value of that attention. So your time and energy becomes less valuable to her, and she's not gonna fall for you. She's gonna take you for granted. She's gonna see your time and attention as something that she can take for granted. So she's not gonna fall for you. But when she earns it, she understands how valuable it is, and then she will fall for you. She will develop a certain level of respect and understand how valuable your time, energy, and attention is. And because she understands that value, she'll end up falling for you. The fifth strategy to have a woman fall for you is to never question her, but always instruct her. So what do I mean by this? You have to understand how we communicate with our actions. When you're always questioning someone, what are you really saying? You're saying that that person has the knowledge. You're saying that that person is in charge. You're saying that that person is the leader. You're saying that you're trying to do whatever that person says. So therefore you're pedestalizing that person and you're putting yourself on a lower level subconsciously. So when you're always questioning a woman, when you're always asking her, hey, what should I wear? Where should we go? What do you want to eat for dinner? Where should we go on our next vacation? What should we do? How should we decorate the apartment? How is this going? Why is this going? Da, 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 da. When you asking a woman too many questions, you subconsciously put her in a position of leadership. You subconsciously make her think that you don't know anything. You put her in a state of mind where she feels like you are at a loss for information. You're at a loss for leadership. You don't understand your goals. You don't understand how to live your life. You are not in control. That's basically what you're saying when you're always asking a woman different questions. But when you come to a woman with a plan, when you come to a woman with instructions, you give a different dynamic subconsciously and consciously. She begins to understand that you have something going on in here before you met her, during the time that you're together, and after. So you put yourself in a position of power, you put yourself in a position of leadership, and not only that, but you put yourself in a position of value. And you have to understand something as well, that when we talk about a woman falling for us, see, a woman has to feel a certain way. She has to feel comfortable. She has to be able to trust in the consistency of your character and identity to be able to fall. You understand? Because when someone falls, it's because they let go. They let go of inhibitions. They let go of issues. They let go of their fears, right? Think about it. It's like doing a free fall after jumping out of a plane, right? You have to be willing to take a chance that your parachute will open. You have to be willing to take a chance that you trust in the situation, that everything will be okay. And then and only then can you let go so you can fall. That's an analogy for how a woman falls for us. She falls for us when she's able to trust in our identity. Now, when you instruct a woman, when you always have instructions for a woman, instead of asking her questions, you put yourself in a position of power. You put yourself in a position of leadership and consistency of leadership, where she's able to let go and trust you. Therefore, she can fall for you. You understand? So in order for you to make a woman fall for you, you have to have way more instructions than questions. I like to say that I believe in leadership to the point where I hardly ever question a woman. I only have instructions. And when you have instructions, that means you're focused on a certain goal. Your instructions lead to the next step. And every next step leads to a goal or some type of accomplishment that you're seeking, some type of direction. And as men, we need direction. And as a man with direction, if we constantly have instructions for our women instead of questions, that'll allow them to relinquish all of the hangups and fears and let go and fall for us. Do you understand? So if you want a woman to fall for you, have more instructions than questions. Okay, so that was 5 strategies for women to fall for us. It's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Hope you're having a great day. Be good to yourselves. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.